Hello, subscribers. Welcome back to the Flaming Prophets YouTube channel. We literally gained 5 subscribers in 1 week. Thank you all so much for your support. It means the world to me. Our next goal will be to reach 100 subscribers. Let's make it happen. Anyways, today I have one of the most important videos that you need to pay attention to. If you follow the advice in this video, you'll be shocked at what you are able to achieve in a very short time span. And remember that this is not simply just about listening to this advice. What's most important is applying the advice to your life. Put it into practice. Without further ado, here we go. 10 tips to achieve financial freedom and become wealthy. Number 1. Avoid monthly expenses. Let me start off by mentioning that there are many companies who typically make consistent monthly income because they offer services or products that are paid every month. Examples of these companies include Netflix and real estate. Usually these type of companies thrive easily due to the regular income. Most companies don't have this type of business model. Instead, they create products or services and are sold randomly from time to time with no monthly charge to customers, only charged when a product or service is sold. The main lesson is to not contribute as much to companies' revenue with monthly services or products so that you do not have many month-to-month expenses. These add up to insane significant amounts that if you were to do the math, you will be shocked. I would think twice before agreeing to pay anything monthly. A one-time expense is significantly better than a monthly payment in the long run. Begin by writing down what expenses you have that are expected to be paid every single month, and answer these questions for every single expense. Number 1. Do I really need this product or service? Are there alternatives? Number 2. What value is this monthly product or service adding to my life? Am I even using this monthly product or service? Can I downgrade my product or service for a cheaper price that I'll still be fine with having? Number 2. Avoid debt. This is a very easy concept to understand, but yet millions of people struggle with being able to avoid debt. To put it in simple terms, if you can't afford it, don't buy it. It's crazy that nowadays you can still buy a lot of stuff even without you having the money for it right away. But this is a terrible trap that you must learn to avoid because these lenders or financing options that they arrange are brutal to your net worth. They're going to make a lot of money from you by you accepting their money to pay for something that you're not able to afford. It is much better to be patient and only buy what you can afford and save up for what you want to buy. The same concept applies to colleges. Don't ever accept a student loan. Alright, so the third tip is minimize your wants. You have to evaluate your wants versus needs. Pay for your needs because they're needed for your survival. However, limit the wants that you spend your money on. It is okay for you to spend your money on wants for your own happiness, but try to limit them. You'll be glad later on when you do not need to work as hard or every day like others. And if you're going to purchase a want, make sure to think about it at least for a week. You'll be surprised at how many people change their mind when following this exercise about wanting to purchase that want. Now for the fourth tip. Avoid buying things that continually need you to spend more money to maintain them. Anything from cars, motorcycles, or anything with a motor in it, all of these are like vacuums that suck out your money constantly. These things break down and require regular maintenance, which costs money, and a lot of money in the long run. With video games, you'll be consistently buying the latest and greatest titles. Pets are very costly as well, but can be worth it if it's significant to you. Now for the fifth tip. Have a year's worth of expenses saved up on an emergency fund that you do not touch unless you have a big emergency. And if you do have an emergency, make sure you replenish a year's worth of expenses in your emergency fund account. Having this amount saved up will serve as general insurance that will help you feel safe in case you lose your job or you're going through a difficult time in your life. You'll be very glad you did this early on in your life. It might seem like a daunting task to accomplish this, but if you break it down by a monthly amount that you need to save, and if you do this for 12 months, you will have that savings accumulated for a year. All you have to do is stick to your plan. Now for the sixth tip. Consistently generate monthly income. Whether this is through a job, business, or an investment, it is important that you have monthly income coming in because your income is a key to being able to accumulate wealth through several options you have with your income. Don't go long without generating income. It is important that you maintain this continually. Monthly regular income opens the possibilities to multiple investment vehicles. Number 7. Commit to separating 20% of money every paycheck consistently from your income into a savings account. You'll be shocked to see how much you will have in this account in 5 years from doing this. It is definitely possible to live with 20% less of your income. There's many ways to make this happen. You just need to dedicate the time to make this process effective and efficient. Number 8. Begin investing. There's a saying that the best time to begin investing was yesterday, but the second best time to begin investing is today. You need to start considering investing in some way if you have not already. The biggest factors that contribute to the greatest rate of return is actually depositing monthly money into an investment account, and the most important of all is time. Time in the market can make the biggest difference in the overall return you'll receive. It's one thing to work for your money, but your money can also work for you. And this is the secret to be rich. They realize this and work on this all the time. Money does not get tired, does not have emotions. It is simply a tool at your disposal so that you can utilize it to create more of it. So use it. Don't let it sit in a savings account earning $1 every year in interest. This is what banks will pay you to keep your money in a savings account. The only reason you should keep it there is if it's your emergency fund or savings account, because the emergency fund and savings account needs to be accessible at all times. Do you know what banks do with the money you have in there? They're actually using that money to invest. They're investing in real estate loans that consumers get, and stocks and bonds. Why are you letting them do this? Instead, you should be investing just like banks. Be a bank. Don't be used by a bank. Many people don't realize this, and this surprises me. But now that you know this, you need to take action. Number 9. Develop passive income. If you look at the lists of the richest people in the world and examine what jobs they have, you will be shocked because they actually do not have jobs. Very rarely will you find employed rich people. It is because the rich utilize passive income. This is income that does not require their time. They had to put in the work in the beginning, but once they develop ways of these sources of income to become autonomous, with very little work needed for maintenance, they have been able to amass large quantities of wealth that they can utilize to create other passive income sources. Don't find this topic intimidating. There are many ways that you can generate passive income yourself. Investigate this topic, learn it, and apply it. The sooner you start, the better you'll end up. If this is something that you want to pursue and work hard towards, then I have no doubt that you can achieve this. Number 10. Live by this saying. Live like no one else, so that later on you can live like no one else. The amount of work and sacrifices needed to achieve financial freedom are immense. If you apply yourself to a path of financial freedom in the beginning, you'll be living like no one else, because there's few people who actually make sacrifices and put in the work necessary to achieve financial freedom. But the reward is that in the end, you'll be able to live like no one else, because everybody else who never took the time to work towards a path of financial freedom are stuck needing to work to survive. On the other hand, you'll be able to enjoy your life with much less financial worry. Obviously, you should still enjoy the process and enjoy your life as long as you dedicate a significant amount of your life putting in the work and sacrifices needed so that you can then live a better life in the future. You'll thank yourself later on. Anyways, subscribers, I hope that everyone here at least puts into practice one of these tips, and that this video added value to you. Let me know what you all think about this advice and what tip you will begin working on today. If you all enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that beautiful like button to show your support to this growing YouTube channel. Also, if you're all interested in this type of videos, hit the subscribe button so that you stay updated with my weekly videos. My mission is to spread financial education to all. I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day.